Phone is pretty good. Oh! And what up, guys? It's your boy, the Broken Wolf, and I'm back with another phone. Today we're taking a look at the Motorola One Macro. So this is the box, right? It's pretty nice. In the box you get the phone, right? Get some instructions. You get the charger, which is I think it's 10 watts, yeah. And you get a USB cable. I'm on open up, man. Stop wasting my time. Yeah, so type C to type A. You get the pin, the sim pin thing, and that's it. I heard someone say that you get headphones. I didn't get no headphones. I don't know. Maybe someone stole it or something. I don't know. Oh, also you get a case as well. You get this case, like a plastic case. It's gone dirty because I've been spraying it with some disinfectants. I don't know, it looked dirty when I opened it up. But anyway, let's move on to the phone. Okay, let me slip on the case. Oh, you know what? It's ugly. Okay, so moving on to the phone. I got the blue space blue version, and it comes with 4 GB RAM and 64 GB storage, but it also comes in another color called ultraviolet. The phone is pretty thick, I would say, and it weighs in at 186 grams, which isn't bad. I mean, you know, let me compare it to my let me compare the size to my S10 Plus. Okay, it's my S10 Plus, so it's a little smaller, and yeah, you can see the thickness. It's a little thicker. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so the phone has a 6.2-inch LCD IPS LCD display with a resolution of 720 by 1520, and that's a low resolution display. It's got a low pixel density, and it's noticeable, not now, but when you put it beside another phone, a high-end phone, you will see the differences. There's a water drop notch at the top, as you can see, and it houses the the front camera, which is 8 megapixel. Okay, now the brightness level peaks at 480 nits, which is still pretty good. I mean, when you use it outside, you can still see the screen, but it's not as bright as other high-end phones. But it's still pretty good for a very cheap phone, which was only £160. There's no mention of a Gorilla Glass display. There's no mention of a Gorilla Glass display, so I'm guessing the front is plastic. Even the back and the edges of the phone, the frame of the phone is all plastic. So so pretty much pure plastic. So because it's plastic, it's more durable, because glass, when it falls on impact, when you drop it off your hands, right, it shatters. So, you know, and glass is more, shatters less. But only downside is you get all these fingerprint smudges. It retains all these fingerprints. So yeah, you know, what can you do? The phone is water repellent to some extent with a rating of IPX2. So I'm guessing against rain, maybe a little bit of splash, but nothing that great. Not as good as an IP68 rating. The volume buttons are on the side, on the right side, which is the top and bottom, and then you got the power button. On the top we have a headphone jack and a microphone. On the bottom we have USB-C port for the power. another microphone, and a mono speaker. On the side we have, on the left side we have the SIM tray, which can house, two nano SIM cards and a SIM card and a micro SD card, which is pretty standard. On the back we have a well placed fingerprint scanner, which I have had no problems with. It's fast and reliable. Let me demonstrate. Boom. That's it. It also has the facial recognition feature to unlock. So let me put my face. Oh, come on. You know me. What are you doing? You gonna forget me like that? Come on, dude. Just like that, yeah? You snake. That's it. You see it? It's not as fast as other phones, but it still works. Let me demonstrate properly. There we go. You see that? There we go. Maybe it's just my face. I don't know. Okay, so on the left side we have a camera set up aligned vertically. On the top we have a macro camera, or Motorola calls it, what do they call it? They call it a macro vision camera, which is 2 megapixel, and it allows you, right, what it does, it allows you to get 5 times closer to your subject, and you can be at a distance of 2 centimeters and still focus, which is pretty impressive. The main camera, so that's the macro camera. The main camera is 13 megapixels. Then we have a depth camera of 2 megapixel, and finally a TOF sensor. Did I say megapixel or did I say meters? I don't know. A megapixel. I meant megapixel. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the performance of the phone. The phone does not have a Snapdragon processor. No, it has what's called a MediaTek processor, MT6771 Helio P70 processor with 2000 gigahertz octa-core CPU and a Mali G728 900 megahertz GPU. MediaTek is mostly produces cheaper chips for low-end phones, but for this phone, the performance pretty decent. The phone I've been using, this phone obviously, is fluid. Still haven't had any issues, no sluggishness, nothing like that. I've had many apps on at the same time, so about 4 or 5 apps, and even with a RAM of 4 GB RAM, still no sluggishness experienced yet, but the phone is still fresh. So give it some time, I'm pretty sure it will come up. So even the battery, 4,000 milliamps. With the 100% charge, it lasts you about 2 days, right? But that's only without intensive use. That's only if you're just like browsing, checking your emails and whatnot. But if you're obviously on social media, YouTube, using your Wi-Fi and all that stuff, then the power is gonna descend like crazy, as expected. Obviously, it comes with a 10-watt charger. There's no fast charging or wireless charging, and there's also no NFC. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The phone is a clean phone, and what I mean by that is it comes with no bloatware. It's got the Android 9 Pie, and literally has no bloatware. But I mean, it might have a few things here and there, but nothing that's gonna piss you off or slow down the phone. Let's take a look at the camera. I know they say it's a good camera, I mean a reasonable camera, but when you take a picture, the camera quality is really bad. So let's take a picture of my window, and then let's take a look at the window. So you can see it's not that great of a camera. I haven't used the macro thing yet, but I will soon. See what that's like. Let's take a look at the display. Let's go to YouTube.
You throw another moon at me, and I'm gonna lose it.
Stoic.
You know me?
I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
Okay, so the display is pretty good. I'm not gonna complain. It's pretty good. I mean, for a cheap phone, pretty good. So that's it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Oh wow, this phone is pretty good. Oh.